What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Old Worn Outdoors Network here. And today we're just going to talk to you a little bit about turkey hunting. It's exciting. I've always loved it. Michael Waddell coined it himself. Can't stop the flock. I mean, simply, I just wanted to let you guys know that it's never too late to learn to call yourself. It's never too late to get out there and run and gun, chasing them birds, roosting them. There's several different styles and ways to harvest turkeys. But what I'm telling you is it's never too late to get out there and learn. Because honestly, even some of those people who have been doing it for 30, 40 plus years, who are experts in that field, in my opinion, still get out there and learn new tricks of the trade. That old saying, you can't teach a dog new tricks, well, that's false when it comes to being a hunter, because if you can't learn new things and learn how to adapt and overcome, you will not be successful. I don't care how good you are, how good of a shot you are, how good of a caller you are. Sometimes things just don't go your way, and you got to figure out another way to get it done. Especially back in the day, if you were thinking like how the indigenous and native people were trying to put food on the table, they had to figure out ways to get it done. There was no excuses. It was either harvest that animal or you didn't eat. And in my mind, it's not as needed, but I try to relate to that as much as I can, because I do want to put that meat on the table. I do want to harvest that animal. It's not just about the hunting and just sitting out there and enjoying it. Yes, I do enjoy that, but I enjoy the challenge and the reward. So when I'm putting in that hard work, I expect success. And if I don't get it, I'm a little hard on myself. So I figure out another way or a different approach or a different point of view to get me to where I need to be, for lack of a better term. There's a bunch of different ways when it comes to turkey hunting. You know, you can grab their attention or call them in, and each call has its own significant point and representation of what it means and stuff. So simply like a cluck. So that in itself, cluck, is kind of similar to a yelp, but it's a little more aggressive. It's kind of like excited or aggressive, like, hey, you over there, I see you, or you're in my area, you know, like, hey, what's going on? And a yelp is basically like a simple communication, like, hey, I'm over here, or what's up, what's going on, I heard you gobbling earlier, blah blah blah. It doesn't translate exactly in English, but there's some understanding that you'll develop once you actually get out there and do it. Now, mouth calling for some can be a little difficult if you're just beginning and stuff, but the only way you get better is to practice. Literally, just get out there. I advise not to do it while you're around your wife unless she actually enjoys that or your husband enjoys that, because it can drive them up the wall if they're anything like my wife. I love her, but she hates it. So go outside, or do it when you're in a truck alone on the way to work or going somewhere, or where you have quiet time to yourself. And in the beginning, it's not about trying to actually make a sound or make a yelp or anything, or cluck or purr like a turkey. You just want to figure out that call, get comfortable with it in your mouth, and be able to make noise with it, period. Because it's honestly like an instrument. You have to figure things out for yourself. What's comfortable, whether you need to trim it because you have a gag reflex, all of those things. So when I first had a call in my mouth the very first time, actually, I believe I have it still. Yeah, here it is right here, the HS Strut Double D. That was my very first turkey call, mouth call. First time I put it in my mouth, I was just trying to figure it out, just like I was just saying, and all you do is just pretty much try to make noise with it. Just just blowing and doing all kinds of different things, moving your jaws up and down, different levels of air pressure, stuff like that, until you can kind of get comfortable and get to the point where you do sound like a turkey. And there's tons of YouTube videos that go step by step, that go in depth, that will show you how to be a quote unquote better turkey caller, or learn how to make the sounds, period. Like, or even if it's not with a mouth call, say it's you take your box here, or even another style here, you take your slate call here that uses friction, and that's another key. Soft yelps are like killer when it comes to being out there on the edge of a field or in the woods calling that turkey. And everybody wants to learn that raspy sound and stuff, and it just, honestly, in my opinion, something that comes with time. You gotta practice and practice and practice until you get it. And there's also another thing that comes into play when it comes to turkey hunting, and that's locator calls, whether that be like the crow or the owl. Here we have a crow call, and the owl I just do myself, free, with no call or anything, just and how did I learn that? Practicing. I hear the sound, I try to figure out in my mind how to imitate it, and keep working and working until I physically can make the sound. So that's something you kind of can't, you just don't, not anybody just picks it up in a day. You kind of just spend time with it and until you get where you need to be. So yeah, and that pretty much wraps things up for us today here on the Warren Outdoors Network. Once again, guys, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch us, and let us know if there's anything you'd like to see us do videos on, like any topics or cool things. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and please like and subscribe. And if you want some cool merch, you can head over to the shop there. I'll leave the link in the description below. We got some new koozies, some different hats and shirts and hoodies, and a bunch of cool stuff. So be sure to go ahead and check us out. And once again, guys, thanks for watching.